Okay, well, I was playing Skyrim, but since my brother left, I thought this would be a good time to film since I didn't do it last week. Good horror film there, Kayla. I was terrified every moment of the video. So, this week's theme is just talking about books that we've read this summer, are reading, maybe. So, I've tried to do this thing where I'm reading like the classics, I guess. So before summer started, I started reading The Picture of Dorian Gray, Invisible Man. I started The Three Musketeers, and I finished that beginning of this summer. And then I started reading Grimm's Fairy Tales, although I haven't finished that, but I'm like halfway through with it. And then I had to finish the series I started a while ago, The Three Hunger Games, which it was okay, but you know, I'm not going to get into this right now. It just wasn't my favorite book. Am I even in the camera? I can't tell. I thought that the shakiness of my past videos needed to stop, so here I am, setting it still on my desk. Okay, but anyways, the book I'm reading right now, which is easily one of my favorite books now, Tarzan of the Apes. It is such a good book, and I don't even know. A couple things that I noticed while reading this book, though, is that, one, there are definitely some differences between this book and the movie, the Disney version, which we all know and love. I know it's one of my favorite Disney movies. The movie is a little bit less racist than the book. Tarzan's dad's name is Clayton, which, as we all know from the movie, is the name of the bad guy. And also, Kerchak is the one who killed his dad, not Sabor. And Sabor is actually a female, which I always thought it was a guy. Maybe it was just my Kingdom Hearts experiences, but I always just thought Sabor was a guy. But it's a girl, and it's actually a lion, not a jaguar. And the cool cabin that they have isn't a ship that they just like took apart and rebuilt in the trees. It's more of like an actual cabin that he built from scratch from the trees around him, because he was actually marooned. Kala's in there, his fake mother. And also, Kerchak is not his fake dad. Actually, Kala is with another ape who's actually really mean, and he ends up killing him, as well as Kerchak. And a couple other... I'm not going to get into this. There's a lot of differences, and if I go over them, it would take way too much time. But, I do want to say, the other thing that I noticed was that Tarzan is freaking awesome. Just what he's done, like... The movie was good. He was pretty cool, surfing all over the trees and swinging from vines. But he doesn't do that in the book. He just runs around like crazy, being all fast, and he's like super strong. There's this chest at one point full of gold, and it takes 4 people to carry it, and they're still like super slow. But he just picks it up and throws it over his back and walks like normal. Like, he is so freaking strong. He's killed gorillas, he's killed lions, and all these other wild animals. He's learned how to use a bow and arrow, and he makes ropes, and he kills things with that, and he's just so freaking awesome. He also learned how to read English, because he went through his father's cabin and just taught himself how to read over time. And then he learned how to speak French, because someone taught him French. So he can read English and speak French. Okay. But yeah, so that's the book I'm reading. I would definitely recommend it. Freaking awesome. Gets into lots of fights with animals, and he like practically dies half the time, but he's still freaking awesome. Like, he gets his scalp ripped off at one point, but he's totally fine. I love this book. I really do. Wish I was Tarzan. Looking forward to see what you guys have to say about books you've read. I'm really interested, since your Facebook messages said that it might be inappropriate. So, looking forward to that.